Most woodworkers know the struggle of trying to get a board perfectly flat without spending an entire afternoon sanding by hand. That is where a machine like this TROPOW Benchtop planer comes into play. It is a compact, blue-painted unit that sits right on the workbench, and honestly, it packs a surprising amount of punch for its size. At 1250 watts, the motor has enough grit to chew through both soft pine and tougher hardwoods without constantly bogging down, which is usually the first thing people worry about with these smaller machines. What stands out right away is the build. It feels solid, weighing in at over 50 pounds, which is actually a good thing here. You want that weight to keep the machine planted firmly while you are feeding boards through. The work table is about 8 inches wide, so it is clearly designed for smaller projects, trim work, or squaring up stock for furniture pieces rather than massive slabs. It is not going to replace a giant industrial floor planer, but for a home garage or a small hobbyist shop, it hits that sweet spot of being capable without taking up half the room. Now here is the thing about dust. Woodworking is messy, and most planers are notorious for spraying chips everywhere. This one does a decent job of keeping the workspace cleaner than expected. It is not going to make your shop spotless, but the dust management is definitely a step up from some of the older, cheaper models floating around. It keeps the air a bit clearer, which is a nice touch if you're working in a confined space. The controls are straightforward. There is no steep learning curve here, and the handle feels comfortable enough to adjust the depth without feeling like you are fighting the machine. It is one of those tools that just gets the job done without needing a manual the size of a phone book. If there is a downside, it is that you have to be realistic about the feed rate. If you try to take off too much material in a single pass, it will let you know it is working hard. It is much happier taking lighter, consistent passes, which actually gives you a much smoother finish anyway. It is not the quietest machine on the planet, but then again, what planer is? You are definitely going to want your ear protection on. For someone looking to step up their woodworking game without breaking the bank or needing a dedicated workshop wing, this thing is a solid, reliable workhorse that does exactly what it says on the box. It is a practical, no-nonsense addition to the shop that makes the tedious part of milling lumber feel a whole lot faster.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.